Hey guys, what is going on, dude? Today we are talking about none other than the iPhone SE 2, and pretty much, dude, like it's coming right now. And I want to apologize. I didn't think it was coming, but the latest rumors and stuff coming out are stating that it is. So I just want to get this news out for you. The key things to note though is that the screen is not going to be the iPhone 10 display. A lot of people thought that Apple was going to expand the screen to cover this whole thing, kind of looking like the iPhone 10, but I'm telling you right now it's not. It's going to keep pretty much the same exact body, and I'm 80% sure we'll see a glass back. You can see they kind of put a glass back, they put a glass up here and up here, but they will probably put a glass back on for two reasons. One, because the iPhone 8, 8 Plus, and 10 all have glass back, so it'll kind of, make it seem more updated. If they keep it the same body, kind of like going from the 6 to 6S, they kind of, didn't do much there for the body. So people might not even update there. But another reason is because it will add Qi wireless charging. And if you think about it, this will be super awesome, okay? Now, I'm 80% sure they will do that. And the reason being is because AirPower hasn't been released yet. If you guys remember that wireless charging mat that Apple is going to release. So this will basically make it even more likely for people to buy the AirPower so they can sell more of those, and it will only make sense for them to do that. So that would be really sweet. If they don't do that, that will probably be a poor business decision on their part. Now, they're also going to remove the headphone jack, and the reason being is because, obviously going to more streamline, just like the iPhone 7 up until the iPhone 10, they removed the headphone jack, and this will also allow Apple to sell more AirPods as well. I don't really care about the headphone jack anymore. I have tons of Lightning headphones, so it doesn't really matter too much for me, but it might bother some of you guys. I don't think it's cool that they're doing that, but you know what? I'm willing to give up the headphone jack to get Qi wireless charging, to be honest. Now, it's going to have the Apple A10 chip inside of it, so it's going to get a little bit of a performance. Actually, it's going to get a bit of a performance increase right there. It will be faster. I would say it's already pretty fast, because it has the same chipset as the iPhone 6s as well. I still think this is a pretty fast device. I don't think it's faster than, the iPhone 10 or 8, but it's fairly fast. It'll get the job done. And seeing it get an Apple A10 chip will only make it even faster and even more powerful. I still think the RAM and everything will stay the same. The screen obviously is not going to get any bigger. The screen will be exactly the same. They're not going to add an AMOLED screen or anything. It's going to be exactly the same type of panel. The back camera might get an increase. It'll basically be able to shoot the same functionality as the iPhone 7, but it will stay the same 12 megapixel cameras here. The front camera might get a jump up to 5 megapixels or 7 megapixels. It just depends what Apple does, because right now it's 1.2. So I think it will get an update to 5 megapixels at the minimum. One thing I'm curious though is that will they increase the battery size of this phone? Now, one thing that makes me lead they're not going to do it is because there's been a trend and basically a downfall of battery size for the iPhones. Now, I'm not saying that bigger batteries automatically mean better battery life. I can see them actually decreasing the battery size a little bit, which would make me wonder if they were to remove the headphone jack, that'll just make even more space inside this phone for a bigger battery, but I guess we'll just have to see and wait until then. And honestly, they're probably not going to do this, but how cool would it be to see Force Touch on an iPhone SE? I think it would look really sweet. That's pretty much one of the key factors that the iPhone SE is missing. And honestly, I don't know if they will put it into the iPhone SE 2, but that would be super sweet. Wouldn't it? Leave it down in the comment. Hit the like button. Just hit the like button if you guys want to see Force Touch on a iPhone SE 2. That would be one of the coolest features if they can add that in. Now, the cost of this phone, I'm going to say it's going to be somewhere around $400. Give or take about $50. So it's definitely going to be less than the iPhone 7 that Apple's currently selling brand new, which that one starts at $549. So I would say that around $400 to $450 would be the sweet spot. It's definitely going to be cheaper than the iPhone 7. It could be $500, but I would say it's around $400 to $450. And honestly, I can't wait for it. I'm super stoked. Once it does come out, I'm going to do tons of videos on it. I'm going to compare it to this phone, all the other iPhones, to see if you guys should update or not. And that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys have any questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, but definitely hit that subscribe button. That'll mean so much. I drop content all the time, so seeing that subscriber count go up just motivates me even more. Check out the links in the description as well. If you want to get an iPhone SE, there's links, all of it down there. Check out my second channel, my SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/simplealpaca. I drop beats on there all the time. Lo-Fi Alpaca, that's my second channel. I'd really appreciate if you guys could check those out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. And hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.